I'm recovering from pretty intense yesterday, I guess, because I was having flashbacks and I guess a pretty intense week, which kind of has to do with a little bit of adjusting to the new place. And particularly, there are a lot of young kids here, and because I've had a lot of problems with me as a young kid, being like molested and the stuff that that created for me. I think that I was getting a lot of flashbacks to do with that. And it's not like I've ever said hello to any of the kids or like I stay in my house. Like I don't associate with them, I don't know them at all. Um, their parents are like, don't talk to strangers, and I'm definitely a stranger. I live in the same building. It's a small building, but I think it's gonna be good for me to live here though, because part of what I've been doing since I was 20 years old is trying to avoid children because when I started getting my psychosis and I started therapy and stuff like that when I was 20, I just started, all this stuff started coming up. And although I used to work with children, I used to be really, really good with children of all ages from like 11 months to, um, I guess, 13. Um, I just had to stop, once my psychosis hit, because I just started having flashbacks, and then I started doubting my sanity and thinking like, is the same thing gonna happen to them? Am I gonna hurt a kid? And like all these things that never happen, but they're just fears in my mind, and they're part of, for me, I mean, I had a lot of incidents, like I talk about. My PTSD probably happened at birth in the first year when I had my 4 hydrocephalus surgeries. Um, but another part of that is after you have other things that maybe trauma, re-victimize, like being molested when I was a very young child, you kind of have flashbacks sometimes, and it doesn't matter that it was that long ago and I'm 38 years old, because I've been trying various ways in my life to push it away for, like, drugs, um, alcohol. Like, I can't drink like a regular person. So I'm definitely an alcoholic. I'm definitely a drug addict. I can't go near the stuff. I've been sober since 2006, and I'm very proud of myself just because I know where that was headed. That was for self-harm. That was because I couldn't deal. And I knew I was going to die for various reasons. I had a heart arrhythmia and elevated liver syndrome. I could feel kind of my liver and my stomach kind of puffy, and it was really kind of scary. And it's hard. I mean, I'm just trying to like sort of explain that with post-traumatic stress disorder, it doesn't matter when an event happened. It's timeless. Um, I think that people can get through it and probably do a lot better job than I am doing, um, through therapy and stuff like that. Definitely, I mean, living here, and I haven't lived close to children in like forever, never wanted to pay attention to them. I think this is a really good step to facing my fears and realizing that I'm not this horrible person, and a lot of my problems aren't real on the outside. Like, basically, I have a pretty clean life. I'm not getting, like, especially living away from my parents, I think is helpful. I'm in a very safe environment. If I can just tell myself that I'm a good person. And I just want people to understand it's not really a choice. I mean, I was locked in an elevator when I was 3, and I don't remember ever having any fears of elevators or being confined in small spaces. I kind of like small spaces, actually. So it's not like I choose this. It's very frustrating for me. I refer to my world as like Groundhog Day, the movie, the other day, because I just feel like it just keeps on attacking me, and I'm scared to do stuff. I'm afraid to take a walk because my worker mentioned she's going to need knee surgery and she's on the wait list. And I have osteoarthritis in my left knee because of my anorexia. And you know, I'm doing a lot better with that. I don't have anorexia. I have an eating disorder where I still, if I'm upset, I won't eat. Like yesterday was crap. I hardly ate anything because I was so freaking out. But then today it's a lot better, and I'm doing a lot better. I have to remind myself of that, all the positive steps that I made. And in order for me to get the right kind of therapy, I think that I would have to get someone to pay, like my mother, because it's like pricey. It's like a psychologist, and it's like $180 an hour or something like that. They told me that I couldn't afford my regular therapist fees, so I had to go like under what she usually pays just to afford that. So it's not like it's really easy to get the proper treatment unless I want to go inpatient or outpatient and have someone drive me every day, which isn't going to work. I can't even get someone to come visit me for like, I don't know, more than once a month. But anyway, other than my worker, but it's just really complicated. And sometimes I feel really stressed and it's hard, but I just have to remember, just, you always have to think of gratitude and think of the positive things.